I've been doing Lazarus for 11 years now, pretty much every Sunday, missing a couple here and there. I lead the Sunday team, and I get here at about 3:30 and do prep work for about a half an hour, just getting the juice and hot chocolate ready. The other volunteers show up, we spend some time in prayer, and then we head down to the streets of Atlanta for about an hour to spend time with the men and women.
May we be your hands and feet. May we go down and just serve you.
Some of the guys actually sleep in the parking lots or down the street a little bit underneath the I-20 bridge. There's a lot of guys that stay down there, so we usually just see the people down in this area. It's kind of one of the more populated areas that homeless people stay in that are inside of the city. So it's kind of the heart of the business area. One of the sad things about Atlanta is that everybody comes down here to work during the weekdays, and as soon as work's over, everybody leaves, and there's really nobody left except for the people staying on the streets.
When I first started Lazarus, I noticed that while a lot of groups were serving the homeless and feeding the homeless, there was a way that they were doing it where one side had all the dignity, all the value. And so what we've tried to do with Lazarus is to share life together, to bring equality to that scenario where we're meeting needs, but we're also becoming friends, where we're offering dignity to them. And so we go down with the idea that we're going to have equal conversations and truly just share life together.
I didn't know what to think of the ministry at the very beginning. A woman like Allison and the people that came to our ministry did not overlap with the homeless on a daily basis. And so the fact that she was being so bold to mobilize young, upwardly mobile people into engagement and relationship with the poor was way outside the box.
Consistency is the foundation of everything we do at Lazarus. Our weekly teams serve 3 times a week, week in, week out. They know the names of the men and women on the street.
The role that Lazarus has that I really appreciate is their desire and their day after day walk with people who are wanting to change their lives.
I can think of so many people that we've met that we're battling addiction, and now they're living clean. They're living in their own apartments, their own houses. They're getting married, they're in school. It's just incredible, the fruit of this ministry.
If I was out there laying down, Matt would walk up, which he did so many times, and he'd just ease up, hands in his pocket, little beard, smiling from ear to ear, going, "Hey, how you doing?" I mean, I started feeling those emotions again. And when you start feeling those emotions again, and they start coming back, for me, it's a situation where you know you can do better. It ain't I'm going to try to do better. No, the situation comes back to you that you think about your mother and your father and everybody else, the system, and you say, I can do better. I mean, this ain't me.
Now, over time, the events that have emerged from our Lazarus interactions have been really fun. Things like the Super Bowl party, the Christmas dinner, Health Day even. I believe that humans who are busy and successful need to be reminded that there are those who are less fortunate than themselves. I believe that people who are under-resourced need to be reminded that they're men and women of dignity.
During that time when you're washing someone's feet or hands or cutting their hair, there's a lot of sharing that's going on.
Not only in the children, but everybody involved in that, the joy, the volunteers and our clients, there's so much joy going on. It's just, I knew that I was going to get involved and help make a difference with Lazarus.
Lazarus is it's a very important tool for homeless folks. I would say that the people at Lazarus not only have shown me, but have shown a whole lot of homeless people out on the street that y'all are there for them. You're not there to be a crutch for them, but you're there to take God's hand and put on the back of their t-shirt and lift them up out of the dirt.
I'm 58 years old. This is my first time ever having a place of my own. I was homeless, I stayed at Gateway, but since I met Alice, and she kept in touch with me and she kept me going.
I was able to go to his one-year celebration for his one-year sobriety, and I remember looking around the room and seeing so many faces from Lazarus just there to support Gino. I think as he transitioned out of the Veterans Program at Gateway into self-sufficiency, living on his own, his success was really determined by the strength of the community that Lazarus provided for him. I think it made all the difference in the world for his life.
When I came to Atlanta, I started with nothing, and it remained that way for the longest time. But eventually, I went to the VA, I went in a substance abuse program, then I went to Gateway, and I met people from Lazarus, and they helped me along the way. Now, this is where I'm at. I'm going to school, I'm engaged, I got my own apartment, and I'm about to move to Naples, Florida. I don't know if you all knew that. Yeah, so, and Lazarus is a huge part of me accomplishing everything I did, a huge part.